Not all rivalries are created equal. In the world of snooker, where silence reigns and tension crackles, some matches are more than just a fight for the trophy. They're full-blown grudge matches. This video dives into the heated clashes, the sly comments, and the epic battles between snooker players who absolutely cannot stand each other. Cue the drama, rack up the balls, and get ready to see sparks fly. Let's kick things off with number 9, Mark Allen and Rhiannon Evans. Allen and Evans were romantically involved for a few years, but things went south in 2008. Fast forward, and reports suggest there's a dispute over child maintenance for their daughter. Money troubles can add a serious chill to any relationship, especially when it becomes public. Now this is where things get interesting. In 2021, the snooker gods decide to play matchmaker, well, match placer, pairing these two exes up at the British Open. Dubbed the Battle of the Exes, the tension was thicker than snooker chalk. Evans famously refused a fist bump from Allen before the match.
Mark Allen and Rhiannon Evans are going to be doing is playing snooker here this evening. Mark Allen.
However, Mark Allen continued to win the match.
16. So Mark Allen into the hat for the last 64. Rhiannon Evans has acquitted herself really well. Best wishes to her for the rest of the season.
Mark Allen, 16, and the match.
But wait, there's more. Later that year, Evans was working as a BBC pundit at the World Championship. Allen, prepping for his match, reportedly complained about Evans's presence in the practice room, leading to her being asked to leave. Brutal. Moving on to number 8, Ronnie and Mark Allen. The 2016 Champion of Champions match between Ronnie O'Sullivan and Mark Allen was heating up in the final frame. O'Sullivan was lining up a tricky shot when he accused Allen of moving in his eye line. In snooker, etiquette dictates staying still while your opponent plays. Ronnie called a halt to the game, muttering about Allen making up rubbish and that he was being deliberately put off his shot. The referee tried to mediate, but Ronnie wasn't backing down. There was some back and forth, with even Allen, known for his own fiery moments, appearing calm compared to Ronnie's outburst. Allen won the frame and the match.
He was saying I was moving in his eye line. He said I was standing in front of his shots. He said that I was moving in my seat. Marcel even said, Mark, I know you're not doing anything, but let it go. And I'm not going to let it go if he's just going to make up rubbish. But yeah, he was just getting in his own way.
Up next at number 7, Jamie Clark and Anthony McGill. A heated argument occurred between Jamie Clark and Anthony McGill occurred during their second round match at the World Snooker Championship. The confrontation was over an accusation that Clark was deliberately standing in McGill's eye line as he prepared to play a shot.
Listen, it's no big deal, but if you're in his eye line, we'd prefer you to be on that side. No.
The match referee, Jan Verhaas, had to intervene and direct Clark to his chair to defuse the situation. The tension escalated when Clark won the frame on the black and left the arena, with McGill quickly following him out. This altercation seemed to motivate McGill, who then won 5 straight frames to close the gap to 8, 7 behind Clark. After the incident, Clark tweeted cryptically, "You want to dance? Let's dance," which was perceived as a response to the confrontation. The match continued with high stakes, and McGill eventually emerged victorious, winning 13-12 to secure a place in the quarterfinals. Moving on to number 6, Quinton Hahn and Andy Hicks. The 2004 World Snooker Championship witnessed a fiery exchange that almost turned physical between Quinton Hahn and Andy Hicks. Hicks had just defeated Hahn 10-4 in a first-round clash. As the handshake occurred, things went south. Hahn, who had received a warning earlier for swearing, reportedly goaded Hicks about his ranking and possibly his height. Accounts differ slightly, but Hahn allegedly said something along the lines of, "You're short and bald, and you can have me outside whenever you want." Ouch. This needless provocation did not go down well with Hicks. A heated argument ensued, requiring referee Laurie Annandale to intervene and separate the two players before things escalated further. The incident sent shockwaves through the snooker world. Han later apologized for his outburst, while Hicks expressed regret at getting involved in the war of words. This post-match brawl may not have involved flying fists, but the raw tension and Han's aggressive comments made it a truly dramatic moment in World Snooker Championship history. At number 5, Ronnie and Hossein Vafaei. Ronnie O'Sullivan, the reigning and defending champion, has arguably made some disparaging comments about lower-ranked players on the professional snooker circuit. He even referred to them as numpties.
So I've come up with an idea that they should have a numpty-free zone. A bit like they have creches for children. So when you go down the gym, you go, right, kids over there, because no one really wants to hear their noise. Hasn't got to be a large area, but just please, no numpties, no selfies, no days out. Ain't a day out for me when I go and play snooker. It's a job. I take it pretty seriously.
In response, Hossein Vafaei, the former shootout winner, hit back publicly, stating that O'Sullivan was not good for the sport and should retire. After his opening round win, O'Sullivan was asked about the prospect of playing Vafaei. He responded, "Has he been saying much about me this year? I think he's learned to be quiet. Don't rattle my cage. I love it when they call me out. I love it when they give me stick." Vafaei, following his victory against Ding Junhui, didn't hold back. He imitated an Essex accent and criticized O'Sullivan for always making excuses.
I have to play like that. I have to show the performance like that, like I can play, to show the people and shut some people's mouth, and to show them what I can do.
What mouths or whose mouths are we trying to shut?
Ronnie O'Sullivan. Yeah, I was quiet. I was respecting him, and I saw so many people sending me some interview or something like that, and he's what he is. He's such a nice person when he's asleep. So. And
You said he was your hero, but not anymore.
Not anymore.
Number 4, Shaun Murphy and Si Jiahui. In a surprising twist at the UK Championship, professional snooker player Shaun Murphy faced an unexpected defeat. Picture this, Murphy up against the relatively unknown amateur Si Jiahui. The match seemed routine until Si took the stage. From the get-go, Si dominated, leading 5-1. But then, in a dramatic turn, Murphy clawed back to 5-5. The final frame was tense, the air thick with anticipation. In a nail-biting moment, Murphy missed the final blue ball. Si Jiahui seized the chance and clinched a famous victory. But Murphy's reaction? Not so gracious. In his post-match interview, crackling with emotion, Murphy said, "I feel extremely hard done by that I have lost to someone who shouldn't even be in the building. I don't know why we allow amateurs to compete in professional tournaments. This is our livelihood. We are self-employed, not contracted sportsmen. We don't play for a team. The other competitors, this is their livelihood too. It's wrong, in my opinion, to face someone not under the same pressures. He played like a man without a care in the world because he doesn't have a care in the world. It's not fair. It's not right. Amateurs shouldn't be allowed in professional tournaments." At number 3, Stephen Maguire and Shaun Murphy. Snooker's longest-running rivalries pit Stephen Maguire against Shaun Murphy in a clash that transcends the table. It all began with a simmering tension, some say sparked by a comment Maguire made about Murphy's physique in 2006. The rivalry truly ignited in 2007, when Maguire's victory at the Welsh Open was followed by a pointed reference to a chalk incident that had occurred years prior. This Chalkgate controversy stems back to the 2004 Grand Prix. Maguire, forgetting his chalk, caused a delay and was docked a frame. Murphy was seen talking to the referee, leading to speculation, which Murphy vehemently denies that he influenced the decision. Years later, the competitive fire still burns. Both Maguire and Murphy clearly harbor strong feelings about their encounters. Their recent clash at the 2024 World Championship, where Maguire emerged victorious 13-9, is just the latest chapter in this captivating snooker saga. Their history adds a layer of intensity that keeps fans on the edge of their seats whenever these two rivals face off. Before we move on to the next moment, kindly leave us a like and subscribe to show your support for the channel. Also, leave your comments down below and let us know your thoughts about the video or what you'd like to see next time. Now let's go back to the video. At number 2, Ben Williams and Jimmy White. During the Northern Ireland Open, Jimmy White, known for his vibrant style and 6-time Crucible finalist, found himself in a heated exchange with referee Ben Williams. After executing a tricky red, Williams incorrectly called the next shot, prompting White to correct him sharply. "Brown ball, Ben!" Although Williams corrected himself, he couldn't suppress a chuckle, which irked White, leading him to demand, "What's funny about that?" His frustration grew when Williams issued a warning for an alleged hand gesture, which White denied and requested a video review to validate. The incident sparked debate in the snooker community, with opinions divided between those criticizing White's intense reaction and others empathizing with his frustration over the referee's casual error. White, however, stood firm, unapologetic about defending his position. Sliding into number 1, Ronnie and Ali Carter. The tension between Ali Carter and Ronnie O'Sullivan, marked by intermittent flare-ups, has become a talking point, especially when the stakes are high in crucial matches. Let's delve into the significant incidents that have fueled this rivalry. The Crucible barge in 2018 marks the beginning of their public discord. It was during the World Championship that a physical encounter occurred. O'Sullivan, in what appeared to be an unusual move, bumped into Carter while he was in the midst of aiming for a shot. This unexpected contact led to a heated exchange of words, laying bare the underlying friction between the two players. Fast forward to the Masters final of 2024, and we see the embers of their rivalry stoked into flames once again. In a match that concluded with O'Sullivan's victory at 10-7, the spirit of sportsmanship seemed to be momentarily forgotten. Carter leveled accusations of unsportsmanlike behavior against O'Sullivan, alleging that he had behaved inappropriately by snotted on the floor during the game, a claim that O'Sullivan strongly refuted. The exchange escalated when O'Sullivan retorted by labeling Carter as a freaking nightmare. He suggested that Carter might benefit from counseling, indicating a dismissive attitude towards the gravity of their dispute. O'Sullivan also downplayed the situation by mentioning that they hadn't had a conversation in 2 decades, implying a long-standing distance between them. At the heart of their conflict, there seems to be a clash of perceptions and attitudes. Carter has consistently claimed that he does not feel daunted by O'Sullivan's formidable reputation, which sets him apart from some of their peers in the snooker world. Meanwhile, O'Sullivan has voiced his belief that Carter's attitude may stem from a sense of bitterness, possibly linked to the disparity in their respective trophy collections. That's all for today's video. Which snooker player has the most feuds? Let us know in the comments section down below. See you at the next Crucible.